Gateway.
All right, so we are live. So okay, what can y'all see right now? Can y'all see the PowerPoint or what are y'all seeing right
Yeah, the gateway to possibilities.
now? I already bet. Go back to that. Boom. All right, so I'm going live, guys. I'm doing this quick little video with my nieces and nephews. Kevin, how old are you?
17.
17. Vanessa, how old are you?
15.
15. Melissa?
17.
Okay, so 17, 17, 15, and Angie?
22.
22. All right, so in the past years, I started doing network marketing around like 23, 24. I really started going hard or whatnot on network marketing. Point is, on my journey on network marketing, I've always been real tripped out with the human mind and how we work and stuff like that. So I would ask a lot of people the same question. I started asking them. I was 23, 24 at the time, and these kids were like 16, 17, 18. And but I don't know, I always felt that I was kind of more I lived ¿cómo se llama? Fast life. So I learned fast. That's just the way it is, I ain't even gonna. So whenever I would talk to them, I would tell them like, how much do you want to make? Like, what is your time worth? And they're like, what do you mean? I'm like, how much are you getting paid now? And a lot of them they had never even had a job, which would trip me out. I'm like, damn, bro, you're like 18, you've never had a job, what? But that's just me, So whenever they would tell me, they would be like, well, I mean, I'm getting paid $8 an hour. If you pay me $9, I'm out of there. And I'm like, okay. And then I would ask all of them the same question. They would all tell me like the same thing. Like, well, I'm getting paid 15. If you pay me 16, 17, I'm out of here. And whenever I started working, at like 13, 14 years old, I remember getting paid $4.75 an hour plus tips. And I remember thinking like, damn, man, if somebody gives me $8 an hour, that's like, whoa, I'm out of here, And then I got $8 an hour. And then I was like, man, if I make $10 an hour, I'm good. And then I'll get paid 10, and it's like, fuck, man, it's still not enough, man. I'm barely getting by. Man, $15 an hour. But I don't know if I could it wasn't just 15. I had to go and take my mindset from 10 to 12 to 15. And then to be able to be like, oh, well, I'm at 15. I'm pretty sure I could get to 20. Like, I just have to find the right job for it. And then I became a server, and I was getting paid $21 an hour on average with my tips and everything. And when I realized that, I'm like, damn, your mindset creates your possibilities. The gateway to possibilities starts with the knowledge to unlock the belief. So what does that mean? That whenever I became conscious that I was making that number, that, I was getting paid, I was creating my reality. I didn't realize that until way later on, but, to make a goal and to grab it, and then you realize that you've been making goals and grabbing them, you're like, damn, what? Well, then why not go crazier? Why not go crazier? Why can't I make 5,000 a month? Forget $20 an hour, which is, look, hey Siri, what is 20 times 40?
20 times 40 is 800.
Hey Siri, what is 800 times 4?
800 times 4 is 3,200.
Okay, so that means that you're getting paid 3,200 a month if you're making 20 an hour. 3,200 a month. And I said, well, why not take it up a notch? Let's make 5,000. I don't know how much that is an hour. I didn't care. I just put that number out there, and I got it, right? So then it's like, well, what do you have to do to get 10,000? And sure, I mean, I was making 10,000, not in the most legal way, but whenever you reach that whatever goal you set, right? You reach it, and it just unlocks the gateway to the rest of the possibilities. You know, imagine you're in this circle and then you realize that, oh snap, you went through this door that nobody could see. And now you realize that there's so much stuff outside, but you're in another circle. And you don't realize you're in a circle until you get the knowledge to unlock that gateway to the rest of the possibilities. So that's what we're gonna pretty much do here today. It's probably gonna be like, you know, a little 20 minutes, maybe more, who knows, right? But a little 20 minutes is what I calculated that it's gonna take to do this. Okay, so we're gonna go to the next slide. Y'all have any questions, just let me know. You know, y'all could just interrupt me along the way. This is for y'all. So if y'all like wanna, you know, put any of y'all's perspective, just talk. All right, guys. All right. So I asked y'all right now how much y'all wanted to make. You know, Vanessa said she didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Melissa said 11 to 12. And Kevin said 12 to 15. And Angie said 20, but she said something very important. She said, I don't feel like they'll pay me 25. All right. Before I go and reach all this, I just want to tell you a quick little story about my boy Nikas. He came one time to my crib and we were talking about, you know, money. And he was telling me that he's been at his job for about 2 years and that he was getting paid 20 an hour. He said 18 an hour. He said, if I stay for another 2 years, I could probably get 21 an hour. That's what he told me. So I was like, all right, that's good. You know, that's what's up. You know, never put anybody down because it's not about putting people down. It's about teaching them, you know? So it was like, all right, well, that's cool, bro. But you know what? You've been working, doing this for a long ass time. And I know you're a beast. I know you're a leader. I know that you could just do your own business, do your own thing. And you could get paid. Well, before that, I told him you could get paid. Why not 40 an hour? And I was gonna say 80, but I just said 40 because I didn't want to like. But I still blew his mind. He was like, "Huh, 40 an hour? Who's gonna pay me 40 an hour? Really, bro?" And it kind of got me upset the way he like. And it was like, bro, I was like, look, man, you're getting a job, and there's people that are getting paid 20 an hour at your job, right? So how much do you think that guy that employed you is getting paid? He's like, oh, well, I mean, I don't know. I'm like, well, shit, he's getting a contract, bro. He's a contractor. So he gets a contract. Let's say the contract's $40,000. Out of those $40,000, he has to take away the cost for the material. Let's say it's $7,000. And then he has to take away the cost for, you know, paying the labor for you guys. Let's say it's another $10,000 to pay all of you guys, $20 an hour. And the chalan is less. And then, you know, he has to pay whatever else, the insurance or whatever, right? Point is, he ends up bagging $10,000, $15,000 for that job. An hour, you're paying the guy $250, $300 an hour. And you're over here talking about who's going to pay me $40 an hour. Like, bro, so whenever he got the knowledge to see beyond his little bubble, he comes to me about 2-3 months later and he's like, yo, I've been telling myself every single morning, man, I'm gonna get 40 an hour. I'm gonna get 40 an hour. You know, I'm gonna get 40 an hour. I deserve it. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it until he felt it. Because like you said, I don't feel. If you don't feel it, it's not gonna happen. You gotta feel it. You gotta know it. You know? So I don't feel like they'll pay me. Nah, I know it. I feel it. Just like Nikas did. 3 months later, they opened up their own business. He's getting like 80 an hour right now. For every single door he puts on, it's $20. He goes to a crib, puts 4 doors on, it's already $80. How long did it take him? An hour? So we're gonna start off with the cash flow quadrant from Robert Kiyosaki. So there's different ways to make money, guys. Melissa, do you know what residual income is?
The what?
Residual income. Do you know what it is?
No.
All right, Vanessa, do you know what residual income is?
No.
Kevin?
Is it kind of like investments, like realtors and stuff like that?
Yeah, that is one kind of way to make residual income. That's very good. So, Angie, do you know what residual income
No.
is? For sure. So there's different ways to make money, right? one of the ways, you know, which is pretty much like 95% of people, you're an employee. So you have a job. So with your job, you have to go to work, and whatever time you work, you get money. So in the Bureau of Labor Statistics in July of 2010, roughly 10 million out of 140 million, or 7% of full-time working Americans, are self-employed. So that means that only 7% are self-employed. That means that 93%, no, I'm sorry, 92%. That means that 92% of Americans work paycheck to paycheck. 7% are self-employed business owners. And the 1%, well, in September 2017, the Federal Reserve reported at the top 1% owned 38.5% of the country's wealth in 2016. Right now, it's probably about 45%. So if 1% of 100% of people own like 45% of the country's wealth, they don't, how did they do that? You know, because they don't work for money like the 92% of people do. Well, you know, even me, I have to go and I have my own business. But when you're a business owner, you can see over here, you have leverage, right? You own your business, you have automated it, and then people work for you. But right now, I'm still self-employed. I own a job. You know, people that are employed, they have a job. I'm self-employed. I own a job. It's still a job. A business owner owns a system. They have automated it. So, you know, it makes money for them. And, you know, I have no leverage because if I don't go to work, I don't get bread. I don't get paid. As far as Tools R Us goes, Forex is another beast. That's why I'm doing what I do. I'm becoming an investor. So this is the last quadrant. This is where everybody wants to be. Once you're an investor, you own your own investments, so you have leverage. Leverage, I'm not gonna go into it, but leverage just means that you have stuff to your advantage. It's the best way I could put it. So once you become an investor, your money works for you. Employee, time equals money. Self-employed, time equals money, but on your own time. Nobody tells me when to go to work. Business owner, you have already automated it. Now Tools R Us is being run by a bunch of people and I'm getting paid out of it type of stuff, right? Investor, now I have invested that money in crypto and now it's getting multiplied for me. Does everybody understand the different ways on how to make a living here? Yes, yes,
Yes.
no?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So these are the different ways of income. Wages. This is the income you earn from a job. When you are paid an hourly rate to complete a set task, the more hours you work, the more money you earn. This is what everybody's kind of programmed to think. Hourly. My job is to get you out of that mindset, out of the hourly mindset. You don't want to get paid hourly. You know, that's how I want you to feel when you think about hourly. Not that is, you got to start somewhere, you know what I'm saying? But you really have to put your mindset that, nah, man, I could do great things. I do whatever I want. In order to live the lifestyle I want, hourly is not, it's, you can't, you know, just being flat out honest, you can't. Depends what lifestyle you want to live. You want to live in a little apartment somewhere, you know what I'm saying? If you want to like just barely get by and make it, you can get a house, get by, make it. Or do you want to have more than enough to get by? You want to have more than enough so you can take vacations with your family. So you could take care of, you know, your parents, let's say they have a struggle and you're the one that can help them out. You know what I'm saying? Those little things are, it's not about the money. It's about what you do with the money. It's about the lifestyle. So moving on, salary. Similar to wages, this is money you earn from a job. The annual salary is usually set out in a contract and paid out either weekly, fortnightly, or monthly. Fortnightly, what does that even mean? Usually the amount is regular and you won't earn more for extra hours worked. So wages, let's say you're getting paid 10 an hour or whatnot, and if you work over 40 hours a week, now you're getting paid overtime. So overtime means that now you're $10 an hour, now you're getting paid 15 an hour or whatever for those extra hours that are over 40 hours. Salary, they just tell you, I'm paying you $4,000 a month. You know, if you work 30 hours or if you work 50 hours, it doesn't matter. You're getting paid $4,000 flat a month. So most managers at businesses, restaurants, you know, a bunch of places, right? Most people work under salary. Corporations usually pay under salary. Um, so that is that. Commission is where you earn money for completing a task. This is common in sales roles. You might earn a set amount of money for each sale you make, or you might earn a percentage of a sale price for your work. Commission is based on the results rather than time worked. This is where you kind of start getting to the next level of making money. You know, I have a friend who has a friend. Shout out to my boy Christian Perales. Hopefully you watch this video. So homeboy has a homegirl over here in the States, and she sells solar energy. I'm pretty sure y'all might have heard of people selling solar nowadays or whatnot. But I have a friend too, Robert, that does solar, and I mean he does pretty well, maybe about 4,000 a month, or I don't know, maybe more, but nowhere close to what homegirl has been able to achieve. And she's just taking it to the next level in ways that we'll talk about later in the class. But she has been able to accomplish, I think it was $380,000 last year during the pandemic when everybody's over here stressing out. And she's over there making $380,000 that year. How is she able to do that? Commission based. She goes, she sells some service to somebody, which in this case would be the solar energy, the solar panels for your house. And she gets paid around $7,000 or something around that number for each sale that she does. And those $7,000 get paid out in 3 payments, which is that's kind of irrelevant at the point. But I'm saying though, you know, for you to get paid commission based for every single sale, that is way more worth your time than, let's say you're working at Burger King and you flip 20 burgers while this lazy freaking guy next to you is flipping 5. Both of y'all are getting paid the same. In a commission base, you get paid for what you put in. So if you put in more than this other lazy guy, you're gonna get paid what you deserve. So that's what I like about commission-based roles. Interest. So this is where your money starts working for you. So interest is something that your money earns for you. Yay. Interest is usually paid on money that you have deposited with your bank. We're going to talk about that. Interest varies between account types and is usually expressed as a percentage per year or per annum. So once you start, you know, making your little bit of bread, you're making your little income, even if you are working at Burger King and getting like some money right now, it doesn't matter, right? As long as you're getting some kind of income in, you can put some money aside so it can gain you interest. In the banks, in the past years, the banks have just messed us up, hoeing us completely. They're giving about like 0.01% or something. Point is, my friend had $1,000 in the bank, and at the end of the year, he had, I think, 17 cents to show for it, some crazy shit like that. So that's ridiculous. You think the bank made 17 cents out of your $1,000? No, they probably doubled, tripled it, at least made 50% on it, at least, and they're paying you 15 cents. Are you serious? So with crypto, now you can invest in crypto, and there's ways for you to gain interest on your crypto investments. Some of these interest rates are going 7, 15%. 7 to 15%, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. When you used to get 0.01, now you're getting paid a whole freaking decimal. It's insane. So interest, money works for you. Little bit of bread, and shit, in 10 years, it'll be big bread. Residual income. This is the bag. This is the nugget right here. What is residual income? It's the final goal for all of us to have. It comes from holding an asset that continues to pay you after the work has been done. A book, movie, or song is an asset to the people earning royalties from it. A house is an asset to the landlord being paid rent, and a business is an asset to the business owner who does not need to be involved in the day-to-day activities anymore to make that guap. All right, so pretty much Michael Jackson, you know, he's dead. He's long been dead. And homeboy's still making shit. Let's ask Siri. Siri, where's it going? Hey Siri, how much did Michael Jackson make last year?
Okay, I found this on the web for how much did Michael Jackson make last year. Check it out.
About 48 million, okay? So Michael Jackson made about $48 million last year. And I don't know how much y'all made, but all of us combined didn't even get close to Michael Jackson's freaking earnings from last year. And this was dead, you know? That's my point. That's residual income. That's residual income, guys. Whenever I can automate tools or us, and I can have people making videos and selling the tools for me, and I'm not even doing anything anymore. It's just automated. It's just a system. It's just a process that everybody knows. Everybody has their job. Everybody knows what to do. And I'm just getting money out of it. You know, that's the final objective for me on Tools R Us. And that should be the final objective for everybody in any kind of business, venture, or project that you're trying to get into, in my point of view. Because if you're not making money on your sleep, you're going to work until you die. That is, I forgot a quote from who, but it's freaking real. How to create a residual income machine. Oh, well, did everybody get the last? Everybody got any questions? Everybody good?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. How to create a residual income machine. How do you do that? How do you, oh, yeah, I mean, yeah, you're teaching us this, but how the heck do I can't even comprehend, like, what do I do? I know, right? Don't think about it too much. Don't think about it too much. The thoughts will come because we are all spiritual beings. God is real, no matter if some people feel weird talking about it, especially nowadays, you know, but whatever you want to call him, you know, God, creation, I don't know, so many things people call him, right? Allah, I mean, I don't know. It is that energy that flows through all of us, and he will send you those ideas. You have to listen. All right. Find something you like to do. You don't have to be good at it at the beginning. Okay. You don't have to be good at it. You just have to want to do it. So I'm gonna repeat that. Find something you like to do. You don't have to be good at it at the beginning. You just have to want to do it. Passion, that thing that is like, you know, people, they're like, oh, I want to learn how to trade, but they look at the chart for 5 minutes and they're like they don't have passion in it. You know what I'm saying? I could look at that shit for weeks, just stare at it, you know? So I have passion. I want to do it. Was I good at it at the beginning? Fuck no. Well, low-key, I kind of was a beast since the beginning. But either way, man. So boxing, painting, nurse, lawyer, cooking, modeling, trading, selling, recruiting, whatever it is, you have to enjoy the process, because the road can be long and treacherous, and only the strongest make it to the other side. All right. Those circles I'm telling you about, those levels, only the strongest get to go through that gateway and see the possibilities that are. You open a gateway, you open the door, and so many other doors open for you. My boy just got accepted into Ameritrade. He just got a job on Ameritrade. He's fixing to be our broker and shit, which y'all might not even know what that means, but that's fucking huge, man. That's a job that not everybody gets. How did he get it? Because he just went for it. That's it. That's it. Action. Action. Okay. So next, become the best you can be and never stop innovating. It's not about how many resources you have. It's about how resourceful you are. So a lot of people be like, well, I don't know anybody, or I don't have money, or I don't have a car, or whatever, you know, excuses. It's not about how many resources you are. It's about how resourceful you are. I didn't have a car at a point. So what did I do? I had to call Dart and see how I was going to get from Oak Cliff to Carrollton to get my ass to that job I had to get to take care of business. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it would take me 2 hours to get to work. It is what it is. It is what it is. You know, it is what it is. How bad do you want it? Do you even want it? Do you even want it? Like real shit. You know, people have to ask themselves that. So it's not about how many resources, it's about how resourceful you are. No excuses, guys. No excuses. Monetize your brand, product, service, knowledge, time. So after you find something you like to do, and then you become real good at it, you start becoming the best at it, you start innovating, creating new ideas to get better at whatever it is that you're doing. Tools are us, you know, tools are us. I'm making these videos. I have already gotten over 10,000 views on some of these videos that are made for Tools R Us at the beginning of the year. Insane, insane, man, insane. I started doing them 3 years ago, and I made two, and then people were talking shit on YouTube, so I quit making the videos. And after 3 years, started making videos again, and it's just time. How bad do you want it? I actually took time to learn how to edit, to learn how to, make the videos how I wanted to make them, and we were able to do what we're doing right now, right? So our point is to monetize. Give me a second. So our point is to monetize everything, right? Once you have your brand, you can monetize, sell shirts that say tools are us, your knowledge. Once you have enough knowledge, let's say I'm knowledgeable on how to flip your money in Forex. I teach people, but I'm gonna freaking charge you, and it might not be the number that you might think it is. But hey, in order for me to teach you what I know, it took me 5, 6, 7 years. So in order for me to save you 5, 6, 7 years, it costs money. So whatever you're learning, whatever you're doing, it's an asset for the future. If you're learning how to be a builder, if you're learning how to do, whatever, if you know how to cook, you could be somebody's personal chef. These people make bank. Whatever you like to do, take it to the highest level that you can. All right. Figure out a way to automate what you're already doing. So that is the final objective: hiring more people, growing the business, automation with technology. So once you have become the best at whatever it is you're doing, once you have figured out a way, a little business, whatever, automate it, figure out a way how to create more of those, multiply whatever it is you're doing, and automate it so that it becomes residual income. Now you're not even there. At the end of the day, my vision, tools are us, people are gonna be unloading these pallets. I'm gonna have them pay these little models, to unload the pallets. And we're gonna sell all the tools online. Online. We might have 3 yard sales a year and make like $250,000 in those yard sales in a year. That is the objective. Automation, but it takes time. I've been working on it for 5 years now. And what I'm saying? You got to start now. I started working when I was 23 on this. Y'all are so young. Y'all could freaking be on a whole nother level by the time y'all are 30. Assets versus liabilities. Does anybody know what liabilities are? Kevin, Eliza, anybody?
Nope.
All right. Liabilities. Liabilities is something that you got to know. Or assets versus liabilities and how to use credit. An asset is a purchase that will go up in value after you purchase it. A liability is a purchase that goes down in value after you purchase it. So I'm gonna repeat that. What does an asset do? It goes up in value. You buy gold right now for, let's say you buy a gold chain for $1,000. Next year, that gold chain will probably be worth 1,100, 1,200. It went up in value. You buy land right now. In 5 years, that land will most likely be worth more than what you paid now. That's an asset. What's a liability? You go and you buy a car brand new out the lot. Oh man, look at me. Got a 2015 or 2021, 2015, like whatever, right? You get a new car with money that you don't have on deck. So now, you got yourself deuda, and it's a liability because as soon as you drive off the lot with that car, it just went down in value. You paid 50K. Well, now it's worth 35, buddy. What you mean? Your choice. Your choice. You're the one that did it. You got to know what's an asset versus liability. A lot of people use credit to get liabilities. The key is to use credit to get assets. All right. Start to build your credit young and use it as equity to build your empire in your 20s. When your 30s come along, you'll be using your own equity for future projects. I'm going to repeat that. Start to build your credit young. and use it as equity, use it as money to build your empire in your 20s. Use somebody else's money, use the bank's money to build your empire in your 20s. When your 30s come along, you'll be using your own equity. You'll be using your own money in your 30s for future projects. People can be assets or liabilities. Make sure to judge carefully what kind of people you have in your circle. On some real shit, I had a lot of liabilities in my circle at the beginning of my little journey as a grown-up. Let's say after you turn 13, you really got to know who the heck is around you, because from 13 to 18, that's 5 years. From 18, add another 5 years, 23 years old. You're a fucking man, you're a woman at that point. And who have you had in your circle? All right, next. Does everybody understand assets versus liabilities?
What?
Yes.
Did everybody understand the last one, assets versus liabilities?
Not really.
What do you not understand? The assets, the liabilities?
Everything.
All right, I'm gonna go back. Uh-oh. All right. So let's say that you want to go and you want to buy a car, just because, you like the car. If you buy it off the lot and you drive, right off the lot with it, you just bought something that is going to go down in value. That is a liability. If you pay, let's say, $100 for some shoes, and then you go and use them for a month, how much are those shoes going to be worth?
Okay.
They're going to be worth less, right?
Uh-huh.
So that's, it's not necessarily like you kind of need the shoes, but that's my point. That's what goes down in value. Anything that goes up in value after you buy it is considered an asset. So people buy stocks, right? From companies, right? Stocks. That's an asset. So if you buy something that goes up in value after you purchase it, that's an asset. If you buy something that goes down in value after you buy it, that's a liability. You have to consider how many liabilities you're getting compared to how many assets. If you're getting more liabilities than assets, you're doing something very wrong, and that's how people get in debt. That's how people end up not being able to have enough money to pay for what they have at the end of the month type stuff. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you gotta know, or am I buying an asset or am I buying a liability? Do I really need this? Do I need shoes? Well, yeah. Do I need these $300 shoes? Probably not.
Yeah.
Unless they're gonna go up in value, like the Travis Scott shoes that this fool JP bought. If he would have held on to them for another 2 years and kept them in excellent condition, they were gonna go up in value because of their rarity, But that's an asset versus a liability. So, do you understand that?
Yeah.
All right. So credit, right now you can go buy, let's say a TV or a laptop. Let's say you need a laptop, so you go and you buy a laptop because it's not really a liability. You need a laptop, so you go and buy yourself a good laptop and you put it on credit. So now you can earn credit while you bought something that you need. And this credit will start building up. Let's say you go and you get a phone on credit. You need a phone. So you go and you get a phone and you get it on credit. That way, now you're building credit. What does that mean? That means that you're building trust. So if you're building trust, how much trust do you have? If the more trust you have build, the more money they'll give you. So if you have built up a lot of trust, because you've paid everything on time, You were never like, oh, can you give me more time? You were always on point. You paid everything, right? So now your credit goes up every time, right? That you finish paying all of this. And then let's say you go to the bank and you tell them, hey, bank, I need $10,000 because I want to start a little business. And they're like, oh, well, let me check your trust record, your credit. Let me see how much trust you have. Oh, man, you never even paid your T-Mobile phone. Come on, you want me to give you 10 racks? You crazy. But if on your trust record, you're like, look at this girl. She's had credit since she was 15. She bought a TV. She paid it off. When she was 16, she bought a little laptop. She paid it off. She bought a phone. She paid it off. She bought a little car. She paid it off. You know what I'm saying? You get it on credit. So you start earning credit. So by the point that you go and try to get a loan, you're like, look at how much trust I have. And they'll give you that amount of money because they know they can trust you. So that's credit. A lot of people use credit to go and buy liabilities. So now you built up all this trust so you can go buy something that is going to go down in value that you don't even probably really even need. You know, you should use that trust, that credit to go buy something that's going to make you more money and build you more trust. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to move on to the next slide. So the mentality of an entrepreneur and the 12 laws of the universe. Understanding the 12 laws shows us how to master life on all levels and gives us insights into what we can do to reach our goals. Novalee Wilder, numerologist. So I like that quote. You know, it's just the real sauce. Does anybody know about the 12 laws of the universe? Do any of y'all know about it?
No.
All right. So, I mean, most people don't. A lot of people, they say that this is del diablo and this and that. I have a couple people that have told me that. So, what do you believe? You know, that's what it comes down to. What do you believe? I have such a strong belief system that I could care less what anybody tells me. I will listen to them. I will listen to them. And I love debating because I don't know if I'm right. It's ignorant to think that you're right. It's ignorant. I don't know. All I know is that that's what I believe. And you cannot change my mind because of what I've seen. Your belief system comes from what you see, what you experience. That's your belief system. Y'all believe that that's how much y'all can make because of y'all surroundings, because of how much y'all parents make, because of how much the people around you make. That's why your mindset is built around, I don't feel like I can make 25 because no one I even really know has made 25. So what makes me special? Your mindset. Your mindset is what will make you special. No, we are made in his image to create a better world or a worser world. It's our choice every day. So there's something called the butterfly effect. I'm pretty sure I showed y'all that video. Maybe y'all didn't even pay attention when I showed it to y'all. But y'all should look it up. The butterfly effect by, is it Dale Carnegie? Damn it, I forgot his name. It's a good video. I'll probably send it to y'all. Remind me, send me a message and I'll send it to y'all. But the butterfly effect, everything you do causes a ripple effect. Everything we do matters every single day. This guy saved this baby from these murderers a long time ago, back in the horse riding days. And this little baby that they saved ended up being the scientist that one of the presidents, I forgot which one, let's just say the 45th. I'm just going to throw a number out there. The 45th president of the United States got this guy whenever that baby became a grown-up. And he made him head of the some division that was made to save a bunch of people. They needed to learn how to grow grain in dry climates that it would not grow in, because if not, a lot of millions, by this point, billions. So millions of people were going to die. And this guy was the guy that was the one that was made for the job. He was destined, if you want to kind of put it that way, which that's another talk for another day. but I guess he was kind of destined, you know, to be that guy. And the ripple effect. If that other guy had not saved that baby and gave everything he had to save that baby, which was the friend, they stole it off of his wife had a best friend. They broke into her house, they killed the parents, and they took the baby because they were black. It was in those days. So it's a crazy story. Y'all should look that up. But ripple effects. Everything we do matters. Everything we do matters every single day. We have no idea how it affects people, but it does. I'm about to read through the 12 laws of the universe real quick, guys, and then we got one more slide and we're done, okay? So bear with me, guys. It's very important for you to understand the 12 laws. This is how it works. This is how the universe works. Law of divine oneness. Everything and everyone is connected. We're all connected, guys. All of us. We're all made of neurons and neutrons and electrons in the same sauce. We're all made in the same sauce. The whole universe and universes. You understand that we're part of a galaxy that's part of a universe that has millions of galaxies inside this universe, and then there's millions of universes with millions of galaxies with billions of planets. Do you understand that? And do you understand that there is one energy that flows through them all? God. Law of vibration, good vibes only. All right, law of vibration. How are you vibrating? How are you vibrating? You have to vibrate love because what are you creating? Are you creating a better world or a worse world? Your vibration has a lot to do with that. Law of correspondence. What you feel is what you see. I don't feel like they'll pay me 25. That's what you're going to see in your reality. What you feel is what you see. When you meditate, it's not about thinking. It's about feeling it. Very important. In the Bible, they say that it says, if you tell the mountain to move, it will move, right? If you believe the mountain will move, it'll move. Something like that, right? But they don't have the full quote. And the full quote, they changed it up because they don't want you to know the sauce, you know? So the sauce, the real quote that God himself told Jesus to write down. When the thought and the feeling become one, then the mountain will move. If you close your eyes and you see yourself giving your parents $20,000 and you feel it, you know what I mean? You see it, you feel it. It's real. It's real. No one can tell you it's not. And the universe will do what its job is. Telling you. Law of attraction. You get what you focus on. You attract what you feel. You attract what you vibrate. You attract what you focus on. Okay. What does that mean? That means that if I'm always thinking about debt, I'm always thinking about I don't have enough, I'm always thinking about stress, I'm always thinking about, that is what you're going to attract. You're going to attract more fear, more debt, more stress. It's a law. It's just how it works. It's silly. It's silly, but it is how it is, you know. Law of inspired action. Actionable steps to invite what we want in life. It doesn't matter how much you think about it and you feel it. Perfect example. One time we were trying to sell this trailer home that I had, and we had been trying for like 2 weeks, literally. And no one would call us, no one even cared to buy this trailer home. So what did me and Susan do? We went outside and we started meditating on it. And we started feeling it, like so many people calling us. We started really envisioning it. We were out there. Just that was one of the best meditating sessions when you really get lost in time and just, man. Point is, I started getting a lot of calls. The universe sent what I put out. It sent it my way, but it was my job to answer the phone. Okay, does that make sense? You can go and, take action by answering the phone. I send out, let's say you send out, man, I want this new job. I want this job that's, whatever, right? This is my perfect job. I want it. And then perfect position or whatever, right? And then you're walking around and you see this sign that says, yo, this is the job you're looking for. But you're like, I'll apply later. The fuck? Like, the fuck are you doing? Do you want it? The universe will give it to you. But can you see the signs? Most people are blind. Most people are blind. They won't even see it right in front of their face. You have to take action. You have to go for it. Well, I was scared. Well, shit. Everything you want in life is on the other side of fear. Everything you want in life. So man up, woman up, boss up, get that shit done. Okay, law of perpetual transmutation of energy. Your energy level can alter ones for the better or worse, and vice versa. This shit is real. Y'all know this shit is real, man. I've gone to a gas station in a bad fucking mood, just not having a good day. And this Hindu guy, man, he was all like, hey, how are you? And I'm like, good, and he's like, oh, that's great, man. Here you go. Have a great day. And there's people that be on some like, have a great day. But this was just so like, damn. And I was just like, you know what? I am going to have a great day. That's some real shit. Energy is fucking powerful. Have you been somewhere and then somebody comes in with just the worst fucking energy, the word, and they just straight up kill your energy? Energy. It's just real. One of them has to win. If I go into a room and I'm in a good mood, no one can take that from me. My energy, it's so strong because it's like a muscle. And I've been working that muscle out for a good time now. So, be the strongest energy. Don't let people change your energy, alter theirs for the better. Law of cause and effect. The direct relation between actions and events. Everything you do has a reaction. Think about what you do before you do it, guys. If the reaction could be something that is not good for you or that you might not like, don't do the action, Every action causes a reaction. Make sure that it's not a reaction you do not want. Law of compensation. You must contribute in some way towards your goal. Pretty much going back to the action, you have to go and put it in some way to your goal. Like my homeboy's homegirl that she wanted to make a lot of money. That one that made 380,000 selling solar. She had to pay for ads. You know what I'm saying? That's how I see that. Law of compensation. You must contribute in some way towards your goal. Don't just, well, I want to make 100,000, so I'm gonna do the same thing that everybody's doing, even though they're only making 40,000 a year. Does that make sense? Like, why would you do the same thing if they're not getting the amount of money that you want? You have to contribute in some way towards your goal. Oh, well, let me try something different. Let me post an ad on Facebook and pay Facebook $300. Oh, shit. Now I'm selling a shitload. Yeah, there you go. Law of relativity. Appreciating what we have without needing to compare. Very important, guys. On some real shit, people are haters. People are haters. It's in their fucking blood. It's in their genes and shit. Every time that somebody has come up, I feel good for them. You know what I'm saying? Every time I see somebody post this badass picture of them flexing with bread, I'm like, fuck yeah, man. Because I'm be there. That's how I feel. Like, oh, man, can't wait to fucking be there, man. Oh, look at that beautiful house he just got. Oh, my house is going to be just like that. I know it. I know it. You know what I'm saying? Everything is perfect in God's plan. So, got something in the chat. Oh, my dad be a hater. Oh my God. So, and it's sad that most people are like that, but it's real. Look, I'm gonna tell you some shit real right now. That is like, damn, I love my parents. I love my mom. I love my dad. You already know this. But the day that I brought my mom to see my house, I showed her 2 rooms and she didn't even want to go see the rest of the house. She just walked out. I was like, the fuck? Like, what the fuck? Take it how you want to take it. But it was like, damn, Mom, I thought you'd be happy for me. And instead, you're just walking out of my house. Like, you're just walking out of my house tour when I'm so excited to show you this house I just got. Like, man, I don't know. It hurts. Still think about it. It fucking gives me emotions. But you got to know that, you know, you can't let anybody mess up your energy. You have to get them, you know, to be, you know what I'm saying? You got to change their point of view. Don't let them change yours. You got to change their point of view. So, law of relativity, appreciating what we have without needing to compare. All right. So that's what we just went over. Yeah, never compare yourself, guys. Be happy with where you're at and know that you're working towards your goal. So where you're at now does not in any way tell you where you're going to be at in 5 years. Trust me. No one, I would have never in my freaking life. But you know what? I said, I want to make $20,000 in a month. And the universe sent me the people that I needed to meet in order for me to start the next steps. All right. What do y'all want in life? Law of polarity. These are two sides to everything. Okay. So there are two sides to everything, guys. That's the law of polarity. Never, like me. I'm really strong in my belief system, but I respect everybody's belief system. I have friends that are Jews. I have friends that are Catholic. I have friends that are Christian. I have friends that say, fuck all that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. Just don't try to, you know what I'm saying, talk shit about, like, you know, what I believe. It's cool. Because who am I to know if I'm right? No one knows. No one knows, but you have to have a strong belief system, no matter what your belief system is. Okay. And no one, you're never, you know, you got to be humble. No one's, I'm right, unless you really are right. But yeah, you know, there's always two sides to everything, guys. Law of rhythm. Our inner rhythm will speed up and slow down. Stop and listen carefully within. Our inner rhythm will speed up and slow down. Stop and listen carefully within. So the best way I can explain that, follow your gut. You know, you have a gut feeling. So whenever you, you know, whenever I started working with these people on network marketing, I just had a feeling that told me, like, bro, this is what you're supposed to be doing. I quit my job at Luxury, you know, at the ballroom. I quit my job. I was a bartender making the best money I've ever made at any job. And I said, what? It's crazy that I'm making the most money, but I can't be here because, yeah, it's the most money I've made at a job. But now that I see the possibilities, I'm wasting time here. And I quit that same night. Crazy. So my gut feeling told me that that's what I had to do. Throughout the next months, I had to change my mentality. This didn't just like happen overnight. Nah, hell no, guys. For like 6 months to a year, it was real hard. The first 3 months were the hardest. Every day I would wake up like, bro, you really believe this guy? That's probably what your brain is gonna tell you tomorrow. Like, you really believe your uncle? Nah, hombre. You know, that's not me. That's not for me. Your brain is gonna want to fuck with you. You gotta tell your brain, shut the fuck up. You gotta tell your brain, no, bro, I'm a motherfucking beast. I am a creator. God made me in his image. I am a small creator in this little world that we have, and I am gonna create the best life for myself, for my family, and for the people around me. You know, tell yourself that every single day until you really believe it, because it's true. You know, and that's what I had to do. I would get home and be like, bro, like, oh my God, what are you even telling these kids? This is not even like, I'm not even making money right now. Like, and now some of these kids, they're men and they have their own businesses. They're making more money than me. Some of these guys, you know, which is just beautiful. Like, damn, mentality, what their mentality has created in 5 years. Crazy, 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 crazy. All right. Write down your goals. This is the last slide, guys, and this is your homework so that y'all can get started on y'all's little journey. So this is what y'all have to do, okay? Write down your goals and take actions, all right? So step number 1, you got to buy a planner or a notebook and write down 5 goals. No matter what they are, you know, I want to, in my next job, get paid 14, 15 an hour. You know, I want to have a car and learn how to drive in the next 6 months. I have liked this girl, this guy for da da da, and I've been scared. I'm gonna go up to him and let him know what the deal is. You know, whatever your goals are, whatever you want to do, write them down. Step number 1, right? Buy a planner or notebook and write down 5 goals. Number 2, envision yourself reaching the goal and focus on the feeling. So envision yourself reaching that goal and focus on the feeling. So just meditate, just, man, I see myself at this job. I see myself loving it. I'm smiling. I love what I do. You know, man, I could see myself with $2,000 every week. Whatever, right? You could start smaller, you know, $500 a week, $1,000 a week, whatever, right? And then scale them up. Sometimes we got to start smaller. I had to sure as hell freaking build it up. But in my point of view, I'm taking 7 years off of y'all's time. Boom, 7 years just slapped off in this class so that y'all can start really thinking about what y'all would have been thinking about in 7 years. Some of the shit y'all would have never probably even known until 7 years from now. I know people that are 30 years old and still don't know this shit. Real talk. All right, so number 3, guys, after you envision yourself reaching the goal and focus on the feeling, when your thought and your emotion become one, then the mountain will move. So after that, number 3, break down the process to reach each goal. So now you're like, man, I envision myself, I feel it. Okay, what am I going to do next? What do I have to do? Well, I have to go apply for these positions that pay this amount of money. Oh man, well, this position requires me to take this class. Okay, when am I going to take the class? I'm going to take it this day. How much do I need to take that class? Okay, what am I going to do to get that money to take that class? This is what I'm going to do. Okay, so by this amount of time, I should have already had the money to take the class. I already took the class. I have applied. So in 6 months total, I should have a job. I should have this position in this company, whatever, right? All right, I got to go ask this girl out. Oh man, what am I going to do? Well, you know what I'm saying? Write down the process, focus on it, and get you done. All right, so break down the process to reach each goal. Break it down. Okay, well, you know, what are the steps I have to do to really get this shit done? Number 4, and you'll get the thoughts. You'll get the ideas to get it done. Trust me. Number 4, write down the plan and steps you came up with that will help you reach that goal. I said something like 5 years ago that stuck with everyone. It is not law until it's written. What did I mean when I told my team that? That a lot of people, they're like, yeah, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. But bro, if you don't write it down, odds are you won't get it done. It's weird. It's fucking weird how the mind works, man. But you write it down, use a blue pen. We'll talk about that some other time. Use a blue pen, write it down, and it is not law until it's written. Once you write it down, you're like, man, I got to get that shit done. I got to check it off. Put it in your walls. Every time you go into your room, you're like, fuck, man, I got to get that shit done. You got to cross it off. Ain't no going back. You can't take that paper down. Hell nah. You got to cross that shit off. Got to cross it off. So write down the plan that will help you reach the goal. Number 5, take action. Probably the most important step. Most people will go all step through 4 and be like, yeah. And then when it comes time to really go outside of your house and get the shit done, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow becomes 5 years and you haven't done shit. All right. Take action on those steps and watch the domino effect take each. Repeat that. Take action on those steps and watch the domino effect each one causes. Okay. So once you take action on the steps, you go and you write down that application, the domino effect will start. Next thing you know, that application goes to this other person. That other person picks it up. And your energy and everything in the universe is working towards you. And they're going to be like, man, this application is something about it. Hey, yo, check it out. They send it to the next person, the next domino effect. The next domino effect, they're calling you. Next domino effect, you're going. Next domino effect. 5 years later, you're on a whole nother level. And you're like, damn, I remember when I fucking did that one step that caused this whole freaking set of events. It's amazing what the universe has in store for us. All right. Take action on those steps and watch domino effect each one causes. Number 6, watch your goals go from a thought to something tangible. That's the most exciting part of the whole process. That's the most beautiful part of the process. Whenever you go, damn, I remember when I thought about this, I envisioned it and I felt it, but now to really like be living it, to really be holding it, to really like, what? It's, and then you're like, oh snap, okay. It gets exciting because now you're like, damn, I did this. Fuck, man, what else can I do? Right? And it'll come faster every time. I'm telling you. Number 7, repeat and repeat the process. As the goals get bigger, you become a master creator. Repeat and repeat the process. And as the little goals become bigger goals, you become a master creator of your own life. And, you know, you can do beautiful things in life, man. We are not perfect. I definitely am not perfect. I have a lot of things that I'm working on myself. I am definitely not, at the place I want to like ultimately be at, but I am very happy where I'm at. I'm very thankful to God where I'm at. I'm very thankful that he has given me the opportunity to have my own business because especially nowadays, I don't know if you know, guys, but that fucking shot they're trying to give everybody, fuck that. You ain't getting me. And now they're talking, oh, it's your choice. It's your choice. It's my choice, but you're telling me that if I don't get it, I can't have a job. All of these jobs, Walmart, Kroger, CVS, a lot of hospitals, Kaiser Permanente. I don't know if y'all know about that very well-known hospital, but all these hospitals are saying, telling their employees, if you don't get a shot, then you can't work for us. How is that a choice? How is that a fucking choice? Gets me so upset just thinking about it. So, no one can tell me to get the shot. If you don't have the shot, I'm not coming to buy tools from you. Well, fuck off, go somewhere else. I don't care. I care less. That's pretty much it, guys. Do y'all have any questions? Y'all want to say anything? Did y'all learn something? What's up? Did y'all get everything? Did y'all get the 12 laws? I didn't even ask y'all.
Yeah.
Why used to use the blue pen?
So colors have a very weird way of messing with our mind. So red makes you crave things. It makes you want to buy things. A lot of the times when you see this big sale sign, they're in red and white. Red makes you hungry. It makes you want to buy things. It's weird. Blue makes you at peace. It gets you, when people want you to trust them, they put stuff in blue. Let's say this new store came out and they want people to feel comfortable walking in. They have this blue sign or whatever, right? Colors are very weird. Whenever I took a class to make ads on eBay, pretty sure I didn't know that. But I took a little class to do ads on eBay because I wanted to learn how to do ads and shit. So on that little class, it taught you about colors. It taught you that in order to make these ads, you need to use certain colors for certain ads. And I was like, what? That's crazy, man. That's crazy that they know so much information, like these corporations, on how to send you ads, promotions, all this freaking stuff every day that's just messing with your mind. So that's why you use blue, because it does something to your mind that really opens you up to take in the knowledge, to feel good. I don't know. It puts your mindset where it needs to be in line with your frequency. That's really the best way I can put it. The color puts your mind in frequency, so, in the right frequency. Get it? You say no?
Did you say no? You get it?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, she got it.
For sure. Well, y'all got any more questions? What's up?
I think Kevin fell asleep.
Kevin. So, Kevin, you learned something?
Yep.
What you learn, Kevin?
Many
Kevin, what you
things, like different ways to, how do I say it? I don't know how to say it, but
I got you, Kevin. Different ways.
You failed the class, Kevin.
I got a 0.
But for sure, the video is gonna be on the YouTube channel. Low Key Trading with JV. Yeah, I should follow it. I'm putting a lot of stuff on there about cryptos and stuff like that. So yeah, if y'all don't have any questions or anything, that's pretty much it. Make sure y'all do the last one, so you know y'all actually buy a planner or notebook and write everything down. If y'all actually get it done, let me know. I would definitely want to update in like a month or so, just to see what y'all been up to. Shit gets real when, you know, action takes place. But I guess with that being said, check you later, guys. I don't know. Is that it? Y'all got anything else, or y'all good?
I was gonna say,
Sorry.
I was gonna say that I already got a notebook.
Nice. Like you're already writing down stuff or what?
Yeah, I started writing down manifestations.
As in,
As in what?
as in like what you want, or what? Well, like what do you mean, like as in manifestation?
I don't know. Small thing.
She wants to buy.
No.
Like writing down like what you want, kind of like a vision board, but just written down.
No, like saying that I will be like healthier, have good health, and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Have you ever seen the experiment by I forgot, but it's about when your thoughts they change the water matter.
No.
So it's been proven now that your thoughts create matter. That you know. So whenever they had this, I don't know who has me. Like I could hear myself. I think it's like oh it's Melissa. Yeah, I'm gonna put you on mute, Melissa, because I can hear myself.
I don't know. I told Vani to charge her computer.
Oh, well, I can still hear myself.
Right now?
Yeah.
Just go on.
I'm gonna just mute you real quick.
Okay.
So what was I saying? Okay, so the water. Whenever they got this water, and they took a picture of it of the like micro, right? So it just looked like regular, just like nothing. But whenever they would tell this monk, it was with a monk that they did experiment. He would go and meditate on the water, and he would think about love, and then this crystal would form like a snowflake, a pattern, beautiful pattern, and that was love. So then he would think about hate. He thought about hate, about hate, and then this ugly thing showed up, this ugly pattern in the water, all like deformed. So you would think about any religion, and a beautiful pattern would form. You would think about family, and this beautiful pattern would form. You would think about Hitler and death, and these ugly patterns would form. So they came up with a conclusion that what you think and what you're saying, it really creates a frequency and energy out there. So what you're doing right now, that's very good. That's very good. If you want to take it to the next step, this is what I would do. And I did it for a good time, and I haven't done it in a while, but low key, I'm gonna start doing it again. Whenever you get some water, whenever you get, let's say you're about to drink your water of the day or whatever. So then you get the water and it could be inside the bottle. You don't necessarily have to put it in a glass. But me, I would always put it in a glass. And then I would just think about, thankful. I'm thankful for everything. I would just think about everything like, oh, thank you for my family. I pretty much pray. I would pray and feel all of this peacefulness. I would feel all of this and transfer it to the water. And then I would drink that water. Because if it's been proven that you can change the material of the water and change the frequency of it, then you can drink that frequency. You're drinking those love crystals, those love patterns, that frequency. And we are, I think it's 80% or more made out of water. So if we are made 80% of water and we can alter the state of water with our mind, with our thoughts, then what are you thinking every day? Are you just thinking about hate and BS and being mad and da 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 da? Imagine the crystals, how they look inside your body, inside that 80% body weight of water. Imagine, imagine how they look like if you're thinking about being thankful, about, love, about all of this. Imagine how, what I'm saying? So that is very good that you're doing that. If you want to take it to the next level, let's say you write down, I want to be healthy, then look up a picture of like a healthy person. And you're like, man, I want to be like that healthy person, and put that picture on a vision board. Man, I want a beautiful home. Well, what exactly do you want it to look like? Look up pictures, and whenever you're like, that is the one that makes me feel that type of way, put it on the vision board and look at it every single day. It could take 10 to 20 years. I mean, if you want a little house, it'll probably take less. But if you want that big old dream home, the bigger the pool is, the longer it's going to take for the water to fill. The bigger the goal is, the longer it's going to take to fill. So I'm going to mute you. Yeah. Did you get that, Melissa?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very good. Have y'all ever thought about what y'all want to, where do y'all want to be at in the next 5 years? Better yet, where do you want to be at in the next 5 years, Melissa?
Mm, yeah. I know I definitely want to have my own place. I don't know.
And what about you, Kevin?
The same, but like probably start off in an apartment and then move on to like a decent home.
Vanessa?
Well, probably college. I don't know.
That's another subject. Why? What do you want to study?
I don't know what it's like. ¿Cómo se dice? I want to be a pediatrician. You know what that
Okay.
is?
Yeah. Have you looked at how much they make a year?
Yeah.
And that's very good. You got to know what you're going for. So you already looked at the amount that they make a year. You're like, hey, that's enough for me to live comfortably how I want to live. So now you have your goal. Now you know what you want, but more importantly, why you want it. A lot of people are like, well, I'll probably go to college. What do you want to study? I have no idea, but they told me I should go to college. It's like, okay, so that's not good. It's not good at all. But since you know why. You got to know why you're doing everything, anything at all. So if that's why, then that's perfect. That's perfect. You already have one of the goals to write down on your journal. So, what was I going to say? Okay, so in the next 5 years, it's very important that that your only goal is not to just leave home type stuff. There should be more. There should be way more. And I mean, I feel you like, yeah, I mean, I just want to have my own place. That should be goal number one, definitely. But you definitely should get way more specific. How much money do I want to be making in 5 years? You know, how much money do I want to be making in 5 years? What kind of home do I want? Look them up and see how much they cost. And don't get scared. Don't get scared. Man, if somebody told me I was gonna be paying $1,500 a month for, in rent, I'd be like, hell nah. I was paying $700 for like my first crib. So I was like, 15, that's like, whoa. But you know what I mean? So don't get scared off. Look up at what kind of home you want so you can really get the number, and how much does that take a month? Oh, well, that means if that home costs $2,000 a month, then that means I need to make at least $5,000, so I can have enough for the home, for the bills, for, whatever I need. So you should really do that. Go at a 5-year kind of like, okay, what do I want? And then break it down back from there. So in 5 years, I should have this home. Then what do I have to do kind of this year to kind of get the ball rolling? And that's all it takes, guys, for you to think, for you to think about like, what do I want? That's all it takes. Whenever you turn on your brain and you start thinking about envisioning, using your imagination, right? Whenever you start doing that, you're moving the sails of your boat. If you don't move the sails to your boat and tell it where you kind of want it to go, that hoe just gonna fucking float. It's just gonna float. And in 5 years, you're gonna be lost in the sea. You're gonna be lost in the world. Like, whoa, what happened, man? You never told the boat where you wanted to go. That's what happened. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes.
So definitely start, really getting more specific with it. Y'all got time, you know what I'm saying? Don't be on Facebook. You're on Facebook for an hour, be in your imagination for an hour, be in your mind. If you're gonna be on the computer, be looking up, like I said, breaking down what you need to do. Anything else, guys?
No.
Nope.
Nope.
All right. Well, it was badass. Appreciate y'all hopping on. And it's gonna be on YouTube if y'all wanna go back and just go over it again. Where's Christian? Was he at work
No, he was in his room playing.
this whole time?
Yeah. I think he went outside for a little.
It's because he was on the phone with somebody.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah, just tell him that it's gonna be on YouTube, so if he wants to watch it. But alrighty, guys, with that being said, I'm gonna get on these charts because Bitcoin just broke $45,000. Shit is about to get crazy. All right, check y'all later. Much love. Y'all have a good night.